5 years ago, Detroit Evolution came out on YouTube. And to celebrate, I'm gonna read some of your comments on it. So I'm sorry, or you're welcome. Am I the only one who kinda died seeing how small Gavin's hand is compared to Nine's? I also suffer from small man baby hands. Everybody gangster till Nines and Gavin kiss for the first time. That was always one of my favorites. Leave the dude alone, he's becoming a werewolf.
Gavin?
Gavin!
I get a lot of comments about that particular scene, but you can all shut up because this one wins. This is the film equivalent of English greater than 25K complete, date 2017 to 2020, sort by top rated. C's title, oh, another one of these short films. C's it's over an hour long. What the fuck? Thank you for realizing that something that's over an hour long isn't a short film. A lot of people really struggle with that one. Me, every time a new actor or actress comes in a frame. Oh no, they're cute. I do like hot people, it is true. Not just on the cast, but also on the crew. When we were shooting Lotso, actually, there was this moment on like the third day where Neil looked around and was just like, look, I don't know if this is okay for me to say, but the crew of this movie is really hot. Like, normally the cast is hot, that's whatever, but this crew is really hot. And it's true, I got hot friends. The fangirls, they did it. They really did it. They made a movie. Funny enough, there's actually a lot of men involved. I might be the only fangirl on the team. Why does it feel like I'm the only one who didn't cry? Don't worry though, I still smiled and enjoyed this masterpiece. Look, sometimes you don't cry at movies. I only cry at a few of them, and usually it has to do with dead dads. And this is the thing that Disney or Sony or Marvel can never stand up to, have a gay romantic relationship. I hate that it's 2025, and that's still true. This is fan fiction as a movie. You get me. I didn't trust Ada's fringe for a moment. Why you gotta do her bangs like that? Protesters talking about melting down androids. One protester. Control-Alt-Delete. Look, all protests have that one cringe guy. This is just a rule of protest. This should be called Detroit. Everyone has beautiful eyelashes. Mostly Michael Smallwood, though. I'm asexual, and the conversation that Gavin and Nines had at the end really hit home. I worry that I won't be enough for a partner simply because of my asexuality, and this really just made me cry. This movie is amazing. First of all, thank you. Second of all, I do get a lot of comments like this, talking about asexuality, people saying that it resonated with them. That's really cool, because like the word asexual is never actually stated in the movie, right? Like, it's just sort of intuited. We all like fan fiction, we all like watching movies that, you know, can kind of be a wish fulfillment of like our favorite ships, but to actually have it affect people more deep than that is really cool. I like the whole film, but my favorite scene is the one with Lotso. Good news, we're making a whole fucking movie about that guy. Okay, so tell me why this isn't being shown in theaters. I mean, it's a fan film, wait. Because the acting isn't really good, the world isn't made very well, the characters aren't written well, also the editing is not really good, even the storyline seems pretty awkward. I guess the budget for it wasn't a big one. Actually, it's because it's a fan film. During its release time, the nation was on lockdown. You know what, I'll just let them go with that one. Everyone say thank you Octopunk Media for giving us an asexual love story. Thank you Octopunk Media for giving us a gay story. Sarcasm. Side note, I just want to say that I'll never forget that at the end of the live chat for Detroit Evolution, there was somebody who said, thank you, octopus. And I'll never forget it. I don't know why, that just cracked me up. The editor must get paid a lot. This has everything I love. Science fiction, Detroit becoming human, and gay guys! I seriously hope David Cage sees this. He has. Somehow, he's okay with it. This acting is realer than any of Darman's videos. Who? LMAO, Chris was in the new Halloween movie. He sure fucking was. I'm screaming, crying, punching myself in the face. Damn, the screenplay is nice! Oh, thank you, Mashy de Potato 4572. To everyone who hasn't read Michelle's new manuscript, Detroit Absolution, hurry! The plot is amazing, and it was so great to read about all my faves from DE. Can't wait for DE Art Fest. Yeah, if you haven't seen that there is a script called Detroit Absolution, it was basically going to be a sequel to DE, but but it's never gonna happen for so many different reasons. It's also an abandoned work in progress, so in some ways it's not very good, but it's good enough. If you go to the community Octopunk's page, that is where it's currently hosted, and I don't even think you have to have an account to download the PDF. You can just check it out. I agree strongly with Valerie about Hank, by the way. Listen, I mean, I'm not a Hank fucker, but I appreciate those of you who are. Nines, I don't think we should approach her with violence. Also nines. I mean, you might have a point. The combat scenes are clumsy since Nines keeps failing all the QTEs. I get a lot of comments about the fight scene. They can stop now. This one wins. Best Starman vid yet. Who is Starman? Who is this person? 25 million subscribers? What the fuck is this? Is this just more like Mr. Beast shit? Kid regrets being in charge of the house. 46 million people watched that. What does this have to do with Detroit Evolution? What are you guys talking about? This needs to be a series on HBO Max. Well, if I run into Danny McBride at Prohibition, I'll let him know. That is a joke for like 5 people who happen to live in Charleston. Y'all ever stop to think that Chris was hearing the whole what would make you feel something over the radio and thinking these bitches gay, good for them? In the actual script, it specifies that Gavin turns off the radio, that he switches it off. And for whatever reason, maybe it was because we were on like hour 12 of our 5th shoot day, that just didn't make it into the movie. So yeah, it just sort of ended up in the movie as like, he is still there, baby. Who knows? Who's to say? Same old story, a boy and his android. No matter how original you are, they'll still say it's the same shit. I'm gonna get any more of these Darman comments. Comment from a 15-year-old. This is why I like RK800 instead of 900. I mean, Connor's just like, I like dogs. But this RK900 is like, no, don't do that. I like Connor more than RK900. Connor is my boy. Did Connor write this comment? Apart from the extremely uncomfortable gay scenes, it was an okay fan film. Brother, I don't know why you're here. I'm just wondering, where is Connor? Dead. Scream, did she steal herself a pussy? The writing is among the best in sci-fi, connected with the new internet AI biotechnology, which is my hobby, with patent 1040370 for cyber streaming analytics and bioinformatics, which since originally disclosure documents in 1994 has changed much. The acting is excellent. This is such an incredible movie. Have you guys got a Patreon or something I could donate to? Because the level of graphics and editing and acting was amazing. We don't have a Patreon anymore. We successfully ran one for 6 years, but we do have Octopunks.tv, which is a place where you can go post your fan art, talk to other people who love these movies, and check out some of our new stuff, like breakout roles, like the movie Live Screamers, which stars Michael Smallwood and Chris Trindade from this movie, as well as a bunch of other stuff we got coming this year. That is the best way to support us. If you are interested in continuing to see stuff that Octopunk and the team does while we're not making Detroit Evolution, Read 900 sort of stuff anymore, we do have a short film about Lotso in his own universe coming out later this year, and a bunch of other new stuff that is fun. So that's it for reading your comments. Thank you to the 9,000 plus of you who have left a comment on this movie at some point in the last 5 years. YouTube literally wouldn't even let me look at them all because of how many there were. It would just prevent me from continuing to scroll at a point. But I really appreciate every single one. I've read every single one. In some cases I've replied to them, and if I didn't reply to them before now, well, maybe you were featured here and I replied to you hopefully nicely here. It is still DE Homecoming. We're celebrating the 5-year anniversary of Detroit Evolution all month long, so stay tuned for a couple more videos from me this month, and keep track of the DE Homecoming tag on all different social media platforms, and you can see all the fan art and other fun stuff that other people are doing throughout the month. You can actually check out the prompts here if you want to contribute sometime before the end of April. And as always, stay great, hydrate, and have a happy time zone.